This is a review of the Archangel Mosin Nagant paracord rifle sling. On each end it's going to have these cutie swivels. These swivels attach right here to the buttstock of the rifle. Same as up here. Everything on here is metal as far as the hardware. So the cutie swivels are metal. The adjustable strap piece is metal. And the piece here that attaches the strap to the paracord is also metal. It's also anodized black, everything is. Which means if it scratches or anything, it's not painted or anything, so it's not going to be silver or metal color, it's going to stay black. I use mil-spec 550 paracord. This right here is OD green and black, but they can come in any other colors. Flip side is going to be all green and black. Whatever it is on the front is going to be the opposite of whatever it is on the back. So this one's the OD green on the outside, the other side OD green is on the inside. With all the slings that I make, as you can tell here, it's a very uniform look. It doesn't move, there's no waves, especially here on the inside. It's all very uniform, makes it have a nice look to it. An example of a bad one would be right here. If you can tell here, it kind of zigzags back and forth in thickness. It's not a very uniform look. You'll get this a lot if someone's new in making these, or if they don't have a very consistent weave. Right here's a really good example of how it bows in. So it comes in and it bows in. And then the weave right here. It's still going to be strong, it's still going to be a good swing, but it doesn't look very good. Also, all my slings are triple weaved. So what that means is right here, this is an example of just a normal cobra weave. So this is what most of your paracord bracelets are made out of. So people will weave all the way up, and then they weave back on themselves. And this is going to be your king cobra weave. So it's a double thick. So I keep weaving, come up, then weave back on itself again. And that's where you're going to get this triple weave right here. So you can tell the difference in thickness. So what that does is it's give you a wider strap. When it lays along your shoulder, it's not going to dig into your shoulder or anything like that, like these, like a double or a single weave does. It's just a little bit more relaxed feel. It doesn't hurt. Also, it gives you more paracord. So all my slings have about 80 feet of paracord in them. Like I said, they're all 550 mil-spec paracord. When I weave them, I weave. Then after I weaved, I'll weave them back on themselves, and then I'll cut them off and melt them right here. That way that stuff doesn't come back on itself, doesn't unweave on you. Definitely don't want that if you're out in the fields or up in the mountains or something. You don't want your sling breaking on you. Another good point, or another good thing about my slings is you can take off the top layer, and you'll still have two layers there, but at least you can take off that top layer of paracord and you can use that. That's roughly around 20 or 30 feet of paracord that you can use and still keep your sling intact. Couple of different slings that I make. So this one's obviously for the Archangel, or could really fit anything that has two cutie swivels that you can attach to. This one right here is for a single point, like your AR or any type of tactical rifle. So it's going to attach right there. Just like the other ones, everything on here is anodized. I use a big D-ring here because then the paracord lays flat there, and this will swing around. So if you have it on your chest or whatever, this is going to swing around. I also use a fixed loop here, and the reason why I do that is when it lays on your chest like that, it lays a lot more flat than, let's say, an HK hook will. So here you got an HK, attaches on, so when it's on your chest it's going to look like that, and that's just going to dig into your sternum, I've noticed, or at least when I've had them. I don't care for it. Some people do, some people want this HK. It's a little, I think it's just as sturdy as these ones right here. Some people like the look of them a little bit better. But these are going to attach in here, which makes it the one point. You can also take these off, and I've got some with cuties on there, so you can strap on a cutie, or if you want both, you can have both on there too. So that pops out. Also, like I said, with these, all these are anodized. The buckle's anodized. It's not going to scrape off. It's not going to get silver or anything. Not going to be a metal part. All these slings adjust from around 35 to 42 inches. So if you need them bigger or shorter or anything like that, I can also do that. Another thing that I have are these Raptor buckles. These things are great. They're riggers buckles. These are the only anodized tan buckles that I've ever really seen. They don't really have these in tan or an OD green. They also make these Raptor buckles in an OD green. But here's the Raptor buckles. These are nice. These will take out the place of these buckles. So instead you're going to have these, and this can be a tan sling obviously, so it matches it up a little bit better. And then you just have this part here, and then this attaches. Actually, you're going to have a QD sling that's going to attach on there like that. They come off. They come off just a little bit easier, I think, also as well from this buckle, and also it can go in either way, so it doesn't matter. So if you're in a hurry or whatever and you need to get it on, you're not fumbling around with these. It can only go one way. Still both good buckles, nothing wrong with them. I think they're great. I use these ones, so that's my personal preference. Another sling here is just a regular rifle swivel. So they got regular rifle swivels on them. These will fit anything from your Remington 700 to shotguns to your 1022s. Anything that have these rifle swivels on them, they're gonna work on there. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm up for anything that you want. If you want a different color, if you want different lengths, whatnot, I'm more than happy to make them for you. Also, one other thing here is I've got an actual. These are the dog collars that I make for just a regular Mosin Nagant rifle. That's just a regular M9130 or M38 or M44. So these are going to go on. They go around the rifle, obviously, in like a dog collar would. They go up through this little strap. They attach on. They've got a D-ring. Again, everything anodized. Well, I should say these are the only ones that are painted. They don't make them anodized, but it's still good on there. And then I've got another rifle sling that instead of these, they're going to be 2 HK hooks. And these HK hooks then attach right there. And you got a nice Mosin sling, SHTF type sling. So another great sling. Like I said, shoot me an email if you have any questions or if you want something different or if you want one of these. Thanks. Have a good one.